Okay, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Will you please state your name and spell your name for our court reporter?
Damalie Lyle, Damalie Lyle.
And just make sure you speak up. Sometimes it's hard to hear. Just get close to the microphone if you can.
Okay.
Ms. Lyle, how are you related to Sean Gathright?
Sean is my son.
So we've heard a lot about Sean as a child. What do you want the jury to know about your son?
I'd like the jury to know that my son is a hardworking person, a hardworking young man. He's intelligent. He's driven. He has a wonderful work ethic. I want the jury to know that this is not, I believe what has been presented is not my son.
Yeah, I'm gonna sustain the objection. Listen, I tell you what, I need the jury to step out momentarily, okay?
All rise. All jurors are out, Judge.
Okay. Okay, so, Ms. Lyle, I just want to first acknowledge that I recognize this is very stressful for you and scary. I do. But the jury has determined your son's guilt. That issue's been settled. We're not going to revisit that in front of the jury. So I just want to encourage you with regards to your penalty phase testimony, the best thing you could do for your son is just express all of the wonderful characteristics about him, okay? And how deeply you love him and how deeply he's loved by his family. This is not the time to be readdressing any of the facts of this case. All right, I just want to make sure that's clear, because I want to allow Ms. Finkelstein the chance to ask you the questions she wants to ask you and for you to relay this important information to the jury. But if we start going sideways into issues that are not pertinent to this phase of the trial, then the state's going to have to object, I'm going to have to rule, and then it just really, it lessens the impact, really.
I just have one question. If I say, well, what I was going to say is, this is not the son that I know, is that a part of the...
That's fine. I think, and I think because you did testify previously in the co-defendant's case, I think just based upon that, I suspect the state's a little concerned that we're going to start heading down. And so just as long as we all understand what we're doing here, then it should be fine, okay? Okay.
All right.
And I can kind of guide you through it. And I think it was because you said presented, and then that seems like evidence, and we don't want to talk about the evidence and things like that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Let's bring the jury back in. Okay, I tell you what, let's go ahead. We'll just take our own quick 5-minute comfort break, okay? So, Ms. Law, we're just going to take a restroom break since there's a number of jurors that are using the restroom. And so you were welcome. You can stay there, but you don't have to. But because you've not yet been cross-examined, if you step down, you can't talk to anybody at all about anything related to this case.
Okay. You said it was a 5-minute break?
Yeah, 5 to 10. So, yes.
Okay, well,
Yes, it's up to you. You can stay or you can step down. It's fine. The most important thing is you just can't talk to anybody about the case.
Okay.
Okay? Very good. Probably make it more like 10.
All rise.
Okay, very good. Welcome back, everyone. Have a seat, and Ms. Finkelstein, you may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mrs. Lyle,
Yes, ma'am.
you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, get in there and get into the microphone. So you were telling the jury, what about Sean's character? Do you want the jury to know? How is he as a son?
As a son, he's a sweetheart. He's helpful. He's considerate. He's kind. He's always thinking about what he can do to make somebody smile or just to help out in any way. He's been so caring and thoughtful for me, even though that's my job is mostly to take care of Sean. But, you know, he's grown into the person who's like, Mom, really? And he, like, kind of reels me back. He's mature in that way. He's very mature.
And we've heard a lot about, you were in the military, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what branch?
I was in the Marine Corps.
You moved around a lot when Sean was younger?
We did, yes.
And how do you think that he adjusted to that?
I think it made him, he never became someone who would chase popularity or have a large group of friends. The friends that he does have, it's a small circle, and they're very close to each other. On a Friday or Saturday night, you wouldn't find him out at a club or hanging out or anything like that. You most likely find him and his 2 or 3 best friends, you know, sitting at my house talking about who knows what all night long. And I'd get, you know, wrapped up in there, and they'd have debates, and it was something that was so nice to see in, you know, young men of this day and age, where it wasn't just about music or it wasn't just about superficial things. Like, they really had real deep, meaningful conversations.
And is Nehemiah Tudor, is he one of those friends?
Yes.
Okay, so we talked to him yesterday, and he was kind of sharing some of the things that they would do. And that was when you were in Jacksonville, right?
Yes.
When did you, give us kind of a time frame, we've heard about obviously traveling in the military, we've heard about living in Mississippi. When did you guys move to Jacksonville?
We moved to Jacksonville in 2016 after I retired from the Marine Corps.
2016?
Yes.
Okay, and did you stay there consistently till now, or?
Yes, yes.
At any point, did Sean move from Jacksonville?
Yes, he moved from Jacksonville. I want to say it was 2020 or 2021. He moved out to California with his dad
Okay,
for a
and then-
while.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all.
How long was he there?
He was there for approximately, I would say, 1.5 years, 2 years.
What was his relationship like with his biological father?
It wasn't a good relationship. My experience with their father, which is the main reason why we were divorced, he had a very volatile temper, and I think as Sean grew older, I don't think he was the kind of person who would see like another confident male, even if it is his son. Maybe he was threatened by the person that Sean was becoming, but in my opinion, their dad was pretty insecure. So,
Did it seem to be more volatile as Sean got older, like not when he was a little kid?
As Sean got older, yes.
What about Sean's behavior? Did you have behavior issues with him? Did he have to be punished a lot?
No, Sean was such a good kid. No, he was mature. He was, you know, so, like, he could be serious and really understand what he was supposed to do. Didn't mean he always did it. He, you know, he did the usual kid things. You had to tell him 2 or 3 times, hey, go clean up your room, do the dishes, stuff like that. But he never made a big fuss about it. We didn't really have any arguments. And we had one argument And I think it was more just about frustration, about trying to figure out, oh, no, here we go. So when he started college the first semester,
Where did he go to college?
he went to FSCJ. So the first semester, I paid for the first semester and everything, and he, went to, but his grades were not that good. Like, he was doing, I think it was like C's and stuff like that. And I said, hey, if you don't, I was like, I'm not paying for another semester. You're gonna have to pay for it. So he started working, and he completely turned his grades around. And I was like, when you have investment in, your own thing, and mama's not paying for it, and you got to use your own money for it, I think it really gave him like a kick in the butt to realize that, hey, you gotta take this seriously when you're the one who's invested.
Where was he working to pay for school?
He worked a number of places. He worked at the Omni Hotel, one of the restaurants there up in Amelia Island. But he also did his pressure washing and photography. He did social media for a few of the clubs here in Jacksonville. He did, player highlight reels for basketball players. Like team, it was like a flag football, it was like a youth football league for a park. Mm-hmm. He did a highlight reel for that, and when the director saw the highlight reel that he did, they asked him to kind of become their overall media person. So the players would pay him like $25 to take photos of their highlights during the game, or like $50 for like a video, and he would put that together.
That was his own little business?
That was his own little business, yes.
Okay. What did he go to school for? Do you remember? What did he start studying?
He got into media when he was at Julia Landon, and I had no idea that would become such a passion of his, but at first he wanted to be a news anchor, and then he decided that he just wanted to get into film and photography. So he wanted to go to the LA Film School, and he wanted to get into, doing filmography and things like that.
Would you describe Sean as being driven?
He is, yes.
And what was his relationship like with his siblings or any other family members?
Him and his sister, they're very close. Even though they're 2 years apart, when they were little, people thought they were twins because they looked so much alike. Of course, they had their disagreements, they had their arguments and everything like that, but at the end of the day, they were so completely loyal to each other that it was a beautiful thing to see how they stuck up for each other, even though at home they tell each other to shut up and get out of their rooms and stuff like that. But outside, they are so loyal and so loving with each other.
You described earlier that Sean was helpful. Would you say that he's somebody that likes to help others?
Yes, yes.
Do you think that he could be a good mentor?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
What about your relationship with Sean now? I mean, obviously you were close with him growing up, and he lived with you, when you weren't deployed mostly. But have you maintained a close relationship with him as he's gotten into adulthood?
Oh yes, yes, I have, and he's become the cool, logical head that, like I said, that's like, Mom, no, I don't think this is a good idea.
He's still supportive of you?
Oh yeah, he's still supportive of me, just as I was supportive of him as ever. He's my boy.
And will you continue to have that relationship with him moving forward?
Oh, forever, forever.
Your Honor, may I have a moment?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness.
Okay. Questions? Just briefly.
Ms. Lyle, your son also went to community college, is that correct?
Yes, FSCJ.
Yes. And besides that brief period of time where he wasn't doing so well, he normally was a good student, is that correct?
Yes.
And he traveled a lot throughout growing up?
Yes, as a part of just being in the military also.
With you, he traveled
Yes.
as well. And you said that he had a close group knit of friends, is that correct?
Yes.
And later, while he was living with you, one of those close friends was Isaiah Chance. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Yes,
And you didn't have any concerns about his close relationship with Mr. Chance. Isn't that true?
that's true.
I have nothing further, Judge.
Okay, redirect? Okay, may this witness be excused? Yes. Okay, very good. Thank you, ma'am.